How you doing, folks? Denny here. One of my favorite meals is Swedish meatballs. Now, I've never made them, but I remember my mother serving them when I was a kid and a young man. And unfortunately, I never asked her for the recipe she used. So I had to do a little snooping on the internet and find out how other people were doing it. And some of it started to come back to me a little bit. I'm going to modify, take a little bit out of this recipe and that recipe, I'm going to put my own little twist to this. So I don't know how they'll turn out, but I want to give it a try. Like I said, I've never done these before. And it's a combination of things I found off the internet and what I think I remember that my mother told me about. But that was a long time ago. So anyhow, I want to start putting this together. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grate some onions. I need about a quarter pound of, I'm going to use yellow onion or white. You can use either. I'm going to grate about a quarter pound of that and I'm going to put it in a mixing bowl. So I'm going to get going on that and we'll see how this works. I'm not very good at this, but anyhow, that's what we're going to do. When I get this done, I'll come back to you and we'll pick this up. But for these meatballs, you want really finely grated or chopped onions. You don't want big chunks. It's got to meld right in. And then another little secret I'm going to show you. And don't know if that's I'm not even close to a quarter. I got a quarter thing right here. We'll just put that right in there and see what happens there. I get it all over the counter. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. No, not quite. We'll just keep on going here. Not one of my favorite drawers. Well, I tell you, it better taste good. It better be worth it. Oh, the old eyes are getting work out here, let me tell you. Oops. Almost there. Okay, I've got my quarter cup of grated onions, a little bit more, maybe a little over a quarter. Anyhow, a lot of recipes call for bread. I don't like bread, or you can use panko or other. What I do is I take saltine crackers and I crush them up, and I'm going to mix them in here. I'm going to put the onions right in the bowl I'm going to use here, and then I'm going to put a little over a quarter cup of these cracker crumbs in there. Okay, that's about a quarter cup. Put them right in there. And the reason I do this, cracker crumbs, then I want to add just a little bit more. Okay. What I want to do is mix those onions and cracker crumbs up together so the cracker crumbs soften up a little bit and absorb that onion flavor and the juices. And what that'll do is it'll soften up the cracker crumbs and it will make the meatballs softer. So I'm just going to mix them all up there. Sometimes they can't talk, so anyhow. I'm just going to let them all get mixed up together and soak up those juices. Okay, while I get their other stuff all set to go here. Okay, so I just mix them up like that there. That's what you look like. It's a little hard to see, but we'll get that in there. And I could bring these up a little bit so you can see it a little more. Yeah, see, that's all I did. Just gonna leave them sit there and have my cracker soak up that juice. And it'll be, make the meatball softer, like I said. Okay, so now we gotta start adding the rest of the stuff in there. And I'm gonna set this aside. We can go ahead now and put in, this is about, well, it's probably 3/4 pound of ground pork. Now get the fresh ground pork, it's better, although I did freeze this and then thaw it out because I didn't know I was going to get to this. And the ground beef is the same thing, okay? This is actually ground chuck, and I buy it kind of a bulk package, so I package it up in the accounts there, how much I want. And this also is about the same as the pork. And when we mix it all that together, and now we can start adding the other spices there. Okay, now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, and we're going to put 1/4 pound of pepper, salt, 1/4 pound, 1/4 teaspoon. Look at that, 1/4 teaspoon, pepper, salt. We're going to put in allspice. We're going to put in nutmeg, and we're going to put in garlic powder, and 1 egg. I like these range-free brown eggs. They're much better. I think so. They cook much better. I just think they're better quality. So that's what I use. So we're going to put all that in there, and then we're going to mix it up. And then we're going to roll them into little balls and fry that hot. Okay, so I'm going to add all that stuff right now. And here we go. We'll start with the you don't want to put too much of this stuff in. If it says 1/4 pound, you want to make sure you got 1/4 pound. Or why do I keep saying 1/4 pound? 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, we'll throw that in there. We got that. That's the garlic. Now we're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Whoop. There we go. We got that done. Now 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There we go. And then we're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. Good stuff. Allspice. Them Swedes know how to mix it, let me tell you. Put that in there. Okay. Allspice. And we put the nutmeg in. This way gives all that good flavor. Okay, there. That was the nutmeg. Okay, so we got it all in there except the egg. So we're going to pop this egg in there. There we go. All right. Okay, we've got all that stuff in there now. Now, when I mix this stuff up, I always use gloves. I only brought one. I gotta get it. Hang on, I gotta get another glove. Okay, now I got both gloves. And after we get done with this, we're going to roll them into meatballs. Now the meatball size is just about any size you want. I like them a little smaller, and because you're going to serve these over potatoes, you can put the gravy on potatoes, and so a little smaller is nice for me. You can make them big if you want. They get done quicker when they're small. These gloves don't want to go on right. I got my fingers in the right hole, it'll be fine. And now some people, they use an ice cream scoop or something like that to make them all nice and uniform. I just make them, I like them probably golf ball size or maybe a little smaller. But that's what we're going to do. Well, first we're going to mix this all up, and then we'll get to the making the. Get this stuff out of the way here, and we're just going to mix this stuff up. Got to make sure you get all the spices mixed all the way through there. Crackers, the onions, all those spices. Get the pork and the beef mixed together good. And this just worked out just right here. This is the right temperature type stuff. And you got to mix it real well. I mean, that pork and the beef likes to stay apart a little bit, so mix it for quite a while. And this is looking pretty good now. But you really got to make sure you get all them spices throughout all the meat and everything. See what happens here. This way your hands aren't all full of that meat juice and everything. Alright, so now I'm just going to put them on a paper plate here. What you want to do is make them pretty much uniform size, you know, and that's a little bit big. Stick that. I'm going to get that back here where we can see it a little bit. Okay. So about like that. That's even a little big. So we're going to fry these in a pan. That's okay. That's a little bit bigger than a golf ball. So maybe you want to take a little bit off of that stuff. And yeah, this is a better size like that. I'm going to take some of that off there. Yeah, those are a better size. That's golf ball size. That's what you want, golf ball size. Okay, much better. That way when you eat a dozen of these, you don't feel so bad about eating a lot of them because they're little. Yeah, that was even a little bit bigger. They're not going to be that uniform, but we'll just do it like this here. And okay, I'm going to finish making these up and then we'll get back to you guys. Okay, we're back. I wound up with 22 meatballs and they're pretty much close to all the same size. Now, it calls for a tablespoon of olive oil, but unfortunately I forgot to get some. So I'm going to use avocado oil and a tablespoon of butter. That's what we're going to use to fry our meatballs. And this is a half tablespoon here, so that ain't quite. I have to put a little bit more in there. A little bit more. I like a lot of butter anyhow. So. Okay, that's about a tablespoon. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. Because that they call for, you know, it usually is olive oil, but since this is a half tablespoon, I got to put 2 of these in there. Okay. All right, so we'll get these off to the side. Got me all wet. That's okay. So now what we'll do is we'll put these on the stove and get this started over here. On low to medium heat on that. I'm going to take this over and get it a little closer. Maybe I can get a better view of what we're doing on that. Okay, we're going to turn it up a little bit, and I guess that's about good. It's about medium-high heat. Alright, so here we go. Stick them right in there. Now we're going to put them all in here hopefully at the same time so they all get done and I don't have to do two of them. Some of these are a little big, but that's okay. Well, looks like we're going to make it. Got 4 more to go. Okay, looks like. Let's move some of these around a little bit. Just making a little hole here. Okay, there we go. 22 meatballs in the pan. Now we're just going to fry them up. Get them nice and brown. And we might even turn the heat up a little bit more. And this little tongs work. So there we go. That's what they're looking like. So we're just gonna keep turning and brown them until they get brown. We want them pretty much done, okay? So, and that's what they look like. So we're going to fry these up. You don't need to watch this. This stove doesn't really heat evenly, I don't think. I'll use that as an excuse anyhow. But they're getting there, and you know what? I can already smell them. These are Swedish meatballs. I'm going to turn it up just a wee bit more, I think. Should have gone a little bit more. Okay, Just like they're done, I'm going to shut that off, put them on a plate. And then we'll start on the sauce. Looking pretty good here. I almost want to eat one, but I won't. It's kind of fun. Like I said, I've never done this before, but they look pretty doggone good. Held together. Like I said, they're not perfectly round, but you don't need them perfectly round. Okay. Oh, take a look at that. Looks pretty doggone good. Now we're gonna stick them in the microwave up here for a little bit. And just to keep them warm, and I'm just going to throw a paper plate on the top of them, and we'll just keep them there and then they'll sit nice and warm. Okay, so now what we got to do is we have to add, wrong one here. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. Right now we have to add I add 4 tablespoons of butter. Now I'm not going to measure this. I think that's about 4 tablespoons of butter, right about there. So we put that in there. Okay. Now we got to add 3 tablespoons of flour, and then we got to whisk it. Well, I got to go find my whisk, so hang on a minute here. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Then we're going to put in 3 tablespoons of flour. And now we got to whisk all that. And follow my whisk. Okay. There's the flour, or the 3 tablespoons of flour, and said 4 tablespoons of butter, but I just guessed it. And then we got to add we're going to add 2 cups of beef broth, but we're going to add it slowly and turn that around. Okay. Over the center of the head, we'll give it a little more juice there. And we're going to add heavy cream also. This is 1 cup of heavy cream. Okay. And we'll add it slowly and stir it. Okay, we're just going to go like that. Alright, and we're going to put the rest of the heavy cream in there. Alright. So, how did that look, huh? Now, just for a little extra flavor, I'm going to put just a dash of Worcestershire in there, okay? Just a little sprinkle. Yeah, I ain't gonna put too much in there. Just a little bit. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's about it. And there's one other thing I'm gonna put in there. And it's not really called out for so much in these recipes. I'm going to put a little Dijon mustard in there also. So we got to get this thing going so it thickens up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to fall right on through there. Making a mess here, but that's okay. I'm going to get a little Dijon. A Dijon mustard. And you can't put a lot in there. That's plenty. Just a hint of flavor. That's all you need. Just a hint. Okay. I'll let that come up to simmer. Then we'll stick the meatballs in there. Looking pretty good. Now let it simmer to thicken up a little bit. You know, I've never done this before. I sure hope this it smells pretty good. I should probably even take a little taste of that just to see what it's like. Just a little taste, just a little taste. Oh man, that's good. Good stuff. Okay, this is starting to thick up pretty good. I think I'm gonna stick the meatballs in there because I have to let them cook just a little bit longer. Still nice and warm there. It didn't take too long to do this. Get rid of that thing, we don't need that. And slide them in there like that. Okay. And here you have Swedish meatballs. Now I'm not going to eat them now because you know what I had? I had walleye for lunch today. I went to Culver's restaurant last night and I ordered a 3-piece walleye dinner. Man, was it good! But you know what? They had so much walleye and I couldn't eat the whole thing. Tried to take about half at home, so I had the rest of that walleye for lunch today. So I'm just going to take a taste of these and. See how that works out? Get that going there. Boy, have I got a mess. So we'll turn this down a little bit. And they look pretty good, to be honest with you. Well, it was kind of fun making these. Now, some people eat this. Some people eat this, and what they'll do is some people eat this. They put it over rice, or they put it over noodles, mashed potatoes. I like it over mashed potatoes myself. But you know, I'm only going to eat a little bit of this at a time, so I don't want to make a whole bunch of mashed potatoes. So what I do is I bake the potato, get it good and soft, take it out of the peeling, you know, mash it all up on a plate, then pour this on top of that. That's really, really good. Then you don't have to worry about mashing potatoes and all that other stuff. So we're going to try this here in a minute. I'm going to try one meatball and see how it goes. This really looks good. Really looks good. So here we go. I'm going to take, should have left that spoon out. I'm going to take one of these meatballs here on the plate. Put a little bit of there. See, that's what I got. I got one little meatball on there. Now I'm going to try it and see how it works. You know, how it works. See if it's any good or not. And it looks pretty doggone good. You know what? I got Swedish meatballs. They're pretty doggone good. So, I just had a taste here. Yeah, they're really good. I turned off the gas now. I'm going to let this cool. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up several meals. That looks pretty good there. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up several meals, and I'll put them in a plastic, and I'll freeze them because I can't eat the whole thing at one time. And so what I'll do is I'll make up, probably put 3-4 meatballs with some gravy in containers, and then I'll just take one out when I want one, and make up a potato, mash it up. Oh yeah, when you mash up the potato, put a little butter on it too. I mean, if you're going to eat fat stuff, you might as well eat good fat stuff, right? So anyhow, that's the way we are. That's what we got, and they're very good. Now, I'll put this on my You Betcha You Can Fix It and Make It channel, and there's other things on there too. I've got recipes on how to make Swedish potato sausage. You can bake real baked beans with maple syrup, and there's a lot of things like how to build a trailer and rails, and there's other things on there too. So go take a look at my YouTube channel. You Betcha You Can Make It, Fix It. Check out some of the other videos that are on there. And you know, I really would like if people subscribe to the channels and give me a like. Comments are really, really appreciated. I love comments, and I really look forward to getting back to me. And like I said, please subscribe. Check out my other channels, and we'll see you down the road. Yeah, these are good. First time I ever made it. I actually made some good Swedish meatballs. So see you down the road. Thanks a lot. Okay, that's how they turned out, and they're pretty doggone good, let me tell you. I would do a few things differently. I didn't think there was quite enough gravy, so I'd probably add another cup of the beef broth and at least another quarter cup of the heavy cream. There could have been a little more nutmeg in there, and a little more onions. But you know, if you make this, you can fool it around how you like. I like a little stronger spices in there, so I probably would add a little bit more to it. But they're still good. They were actually pretty doggone good. But like I said, a little more spice, a little more liquid, and they turned out pretty good. Even the Worcestershire and the Dijon mustard, I could have put a little more in there, but I like it a little more spicy. But that's my latest one. I do have another recipe that I'm thinking of putting out there. I do have a fabulous recipe for chicken fried rice, and I'm thinking I may have to do that somewhere down the road anyhow. But thanks for watching this, and I do appreciate it. And please subscribe and give me a like or a dislike. And like I said, comments are well appreciated. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you down the road. One more thing I forgot. You can make this out of all beef or all pork. Some people even make it out of chicken. Now, I prefer the pork and the beef combination. I think that's the best, but if, you know, you can do whatever you want. And I've never tasted the chicken one, but I have tasted the all beef, and they don't seem quite to have well, they're just not the same as the pork and beef. So anyhow, you can do it however you want. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. Give me a like, dislikes. Please subscribe, and we'll see you down the road.